If you or your loved one is impacted by diabetes and have questions, the Barbados Diabetes Foundation has the answers.
It's always easier to reverse diabetes, certainly control it properly and avoid complications if you at least know that you have it.
But it's just again to re-emphasize the importance of good diabetic care. And diabetic care involves really almost every part of the body. So it's your feet, your heart. But again, we're coming back to what our main focus is at this time is the eye care.
The Maria Holder Diabetes Center, located in Warren, St. Michael, is your source of diabetic care. You can reach them by calling 243-EYES, 243-3937 for more information.
It's Saturday morning, and you are doing what you usually do on Saturday, tuned in to VOB 92.9 FM, where you are about to hear 15 of the healthiest minutes that you will ever hear on your radio, with the compliments of your favorite health providers in Barbados, the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program, the Maria Holder Diabetes Center, and the Barbados Community Foundation. Good morning to all of Larry friends who are listening. A morning to you too, Larry. Glad to see that no Tammy weather system will stop you from tuning in to the Maria Holder Diabetes Center radio show, a show that's of special interest to people who are diabetic or pre-diabetic. The Diabetes Center, located in Warren, St. Michael, right behind Morris Gibson Polyclinic, is where you will find every diabetic service which you will ever need under the sun or even in the rain.
I got a cut on my foot I want looking at. They can fix that there?
Yep. They have podiatry services which include nail fungal management of ingrown toenails, wound care, corn and callus removal, and nail cutting.
All that? What about advice on what I could eat so I can lose some weight and look like Kim Kardashian?
Sure, you can make an appointment with dietitian Victoria Cox, who can design a personalized meal plan specially for you that can help you to achieve your weight loss goals.
Diabetic eye screening. I has not got mine done yet for the year. You can do that there too?
Of course, you can make that appointment to have your eyes screened by calling 243-3937 and benefit from the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program. Remember, BART members get 10% off.
I also seem to have a case of bad circulation. At first I thought my shoes were shrinking, but it's my foot that's swelling. I could get that checked out there too?
I am glad you asked that, so that I can remind everyone about this. As you would recall, the Barbados Diabetic Foundation recently officially launched this new program aimed at detecting vascular issues that could further impact the health of people living with non-communicable diseases. Here are remarks that consultant physician and clinical director of the foundation, Dr. Diane Brathwaite, made at that event.
The program here, we started it about a year and a half ago, I believe, but we went through a very long phase of what I would call training and almost induction, whereby we were restricting, like how many scans we did, who we were offering it to, because we just wanted to make sure, obviously, we were well trained up and very equipped at producing good studies. Lisa Banfield, who you would have met, she would have been trained both by an international team, but also thank you, Dr. Slayambo, who would have helped to train her further and do some more education on top of some really short courses that she did. So we just felt that being a new technology and something that we were not familiar with, we wanted to make sure we were really good at it before we kind of put it out there. So at the Diabetes Center, we have several programs in operation. We have the Polyclinic program, or the Public Health program, obviously facilitated by the Ministry of Health. And all persons who are referred from the Polyclinic actually get vascular studies done as part of their cycle of care here. So there are a number of, care providers and also investigations that they receive. Other persons do either refer, so care providers do refer their persons to diabetes, or some people self-refer. And in general, it's recommended that people who are over the age of 50 with diabetes or hypertension should actually have a vascular screen as part of their regular screening. The same way you would check your kidneys, etc. So that is a standard that's been put out, by the American Heart Association and also the International Working Group of the Foot. And then also, if you're younger than that, but you've had diabetes for more than 10 years, or you have other risk factors going on, a family history, you've had a heart attack, you've had a stroke, smokers, if you're a smoker. Interestingly, I'll just relate, because I find this interesting in discussing this, is that obviously we have a lot of young men men who smoke, and there's more marijuana smoking around the younger men. But I was discussing with consultant and the vascular surgeon, Dr. Nina Yap. They're seeing a high proportion of vascular disease in very young men, and we believe it is related to the smoking. And the other thing to remember, there are another few important points. In our population in the Caribbean and Barbados, for some reason, we're actually seeing very severe peripheral artery disease in people at younger ages. And when you have diabetes, that peripheral artery disease can be very extensive. So it means it doesn't just necessarily block off like one segment, but it blocks off the whole length of the artery. Rates of arterial insufficiency are actually relatively high in the ulcer patients that we see here. We just did an audit, and PAD was present in about 60% of our patients with diabetic foot ulcers. So we do actually advise all of our patients who come through with foot ulcers to do screening. As would have been explained earlier, you can't only rely on feeling the pulses, because when you have diabetes, you can get calcium deposits and you can still feel the pulse because it gets transmitted through, but it doesn't mean that there's not narrowing or blockage. So this is just like another level of testing. And even with this test, if we did this or we did an examination and we think that you have PAD and you have an ulcer, if we need to do other testing to confirm it, we go to higher levels of testing, because this still is a screening tool.
Thank you, Dr. Diane Brathwaite. So you at home listening to VOB right now, I mean you, call and make that appointment for a vascular screening. Do not delay. I took a family member for one and it was worth it. You have Lisa Banfield. She's the technician who does the screening, and she is so helpful, explaining everything about the process and any questions that you might have. And you can get a printout that you can take to your doctor. So call 243-3937 to make that appointment for a vascular screening. You will not regret it.
A brand new service which we can be proud of is now available at the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. Vascular or ABI screening. Who should get a vascular screening? Persons living with diabetes or persons who experience pain or burning sensation in their legs or toes, especially while they are resting. This is normally referred to as bad circulation. Book your vascular or ABI screening test today by calling the Maria Holder Diabetes Center 243-3937 to get more information and make an appointment. Board members get 10% off.
And now it's that time of the morning you've all been waiting for. It's time for our song of the day. And since for the last few days you've been hearing all about weather system, Tammy and Sabu in the Met Office sending out alerts and thing, and you hear all this talk about wind and rain, we are going to go with this song. From the album Across the Board, this is Dr. Anthony Gabby Carter with Wind Force. Compliments the Maria Holder Diabetes Center.
People asking me, Gabby boy, how you coming this year?
Gabby, where you coming with this year?
Social commentary on politics is what they want to hear. I tell them I'm serving up some of that at another time, in another hat. But something burning deep down inside of me, and it's my duty to share with everybody. Wind force, I'm coming with wind force. On course, I don't want to oppose. Hot like volcano on fire, fighting like a mean from fire, jumping in the pan, waving flag in my hand.
The Barbados Diabetes Foundation presents Fit for Life Exercise Extravaganza, happening at the Wilde Gymnasium on Saturday, the 4th of November.
Want to boast. Hot like volcano on fire, fighting like a mean from fire, jumping in the pan, waving flag in my hand. It's wind force taking over the land. Jump in the pan, woman and man, wave your flag and shake your pampalam.
Contact the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program today at 243 Eyes.
NDP. I say NDP is PLP, DLP, next party. Yes, sorry. He say how you could say something like that when Richie say he don't want that day. No way. I tell him check the lineup carefully. He would see PLP, DLP, NDP with the same philosophy. Wind force, I'm coming with wind force.
The Maria Holder Diabetes Center.
I don't want to boast. Hot like volcano on fire, fighting like a mean from fire, jumping
Here are some dates that we want you to take note of.
I like to move it, move it.
Don't miss as the Barbados Diabetes Foundation presents Fit for Life Exercise Extravaganza, happening at the Wilde Gymnasium on Saturday, the 4th of November. If you have the stamina, this is the place for you. Getting you fit for all the athletic events that take place in November, featuring line dancing, skating, DJ music, health information being dispensed, and so much more. All as the Barbados Diabetes Foundation presents Fit for Life Exercise Extravaganza at the Wilde Gymnasium on Saturday, the 4th of November. Listen up for more information coming soon. Do you have the stamina? Fit for life! Fit for life!
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it.
Elite Sports will host the Glucerna Glow 5K Run and Walk, which takes place at the NCF Wanstead St. Michael on Saturday, 11th of November at 7 p.m. This year, diabetes will be the focus of this venture. Partners in this venture are the Diabetes Association, the Diabetes Foundation, and BAMSAC. You can pre-register online through Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp. Registration is only $40. Payment and kit collection can be made at the Diabetes Association on Barbary Hill and the Diabetes Foundation in Warrens from the 1st to the 10th of November from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. or from Sky Mall from the 8th to the 10th of November from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Participants are encouraged to wear high visibility gear for safety. Depict the theme, Be Safe, Be Seen. Thanks to our sponsors Glucerna, Pedialyte, Glow Plate and Signs, and Earth Mother Botanicals.
Move it. I like to move it, move it.
The Lions and Leos of Zone 3A Barbados, in partnership with the Diabetes and Hypertension Association of Barbados and the Encrine Center Inc., present Access to Diabetes Care on Saturday, November the 18th at the Lions Global Village, Dighton Griffith Secondary School, Kingston, Christchurch, from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on November the 18th. In partnership with the Barbados Diabetes Foundation. In 2023, the campaign's focus is to increase public awareness of the risk factors associated with type 2 diabetes, its related complications, the importance of having access to the right information and care to ensure timely treatment and management. So make sure and attend the Access to Diabetes Care event taking place on Saturday, November the 18th, Lions Global Village, Dighton Griffith Secondary School, Kingston, Christchurch.
Just about a couple months ago, Diabetes Foundation, they had called me, Dr. Brathwaite, send the message that they were doing the eye screening program, and I went and I had my eyes done. Both me and my fiance. And I can say that I was well satisfied with what they did with the result. Right now, the cataract is under control. I would say yes, that is very good. It's very good for diabetic.
If you are looking for an institution that's dedicated exclusively to the management of diabetes in Barbados, that offers a range of services that caters to both diabetics and pre-diabetics, the Maria Holder Diabetes Center, located in Warren St. Michael, is the answer for you. Whether it's diabetic eye screening, podiatry, or vascular screening, you will receive a level of service and treatment that exceeds any you might receive regionally or internationally. So if you are listening to your radio right now and need to make an appointment or need more information on any diabetic issue you might have, make that call now at 417-5980 or 243-3937. The last 15 eye-opening minutes you heard on VOB was brought to you with the compliments of the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program in partnership with the Barbados Community Foundation and the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. Until next time, remember, your health is your wealth.
Did you know nearly 1 in 5 adults in Barbados have diabetes? Did you know diabetes is one of the leading causes of vision loss in the world? Regular eye screening can save your eyes. Contact the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program today at 243-3937.